my God.
So Mom, we're two Latinas in the wine industry. You being born in Jalisco, Mexico. How hard was it for you and difficult for you to leave Mexico?
At that time, very few families that came to work in the vineyards brought their families. So now nearly 40% of the population in Napa Valley is Latina. Well, in the late 60s, 0.001% came from Mexico, so no one spoke Spanish. In Mexico, I was embraced by the entire community. I was a big sort of student because I'm sort of a geek academically. So to come here to the Napa Valley and not speak the language and being placed in a special ed class was very, very hard. Fortunately, your father was there as well. So we were both in the special ed class, so we had each other to speak with.
I think you guys did a phenomenal job of really teaching me what it is to come from a Mexican background, a Mexican family, always truly intertwining cuisine. As a girl, I would go to Mexico every summer, spend time with my grandparents, and there would be several times that I'd be hanging out with other teenagers, and they would start speaking in Spanish, kind of behind my back. It wouldn't necessarily be negative, but they'd be like, oh, ¿quién es esa gringa de Estados Unidos? Like, who's that white girl from America? She probably doesn't even know how to speak Spanish. And then I would turn around and be like, no, 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 sí sé hablar español, soy latina, soy mexicana.
The first weekend I arrived in Napa Valley, tasting those perfectly succulent, matured, ripened grapes, I knew that day. My dad mentioned to me a few months ago, Mija, remember when you said you were going to have a vineyard of your own someday? And it was that weekend. I told him I was going to have a vineyard of my own someday. I didn't speak a word of English, but he said, of course, Mija, you will. We knew that we had an uphill battle because, number one, we didn't have the financial resources to develop the vineyard, even after we purchased the property. And then number two, there were not many other examples of Mexican Americans buying land. We are a pioneering family. Nobody ever thinks that I own the company. Why? Because I'm an immigrant Latina woman. So three things going against me. But that never even fazed me at all because I have that confidence from my village.
We're in an industry that's been predominantly dominated by European and American males and families. So to be part of a Latino family-owned winery and being part of this mother-daughter dynamic duo, cheers to that.
Yay.
Ultimately, it's a labor of love, a passion. You can't sleep at night sometimes because you always know in the morning you have something to do, something to accomplish. Do you remember when I was a little girl, I would cut the clusters off and freeze them?
Oh yeah,
and
yeah,
they'd be like little grape ices.
Little grape ices, yeah.
Hey NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.